Hey friendos, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt, and we're back with some more Marvel Future Fight. And yeah, let's go in. Let's get the elephants in the room addressed before we actually get on with the patch notes for the second part of the 10th year anniversary update. So yes, I know a whole bunch of you, a lot more people than I expected to do so, watched my last video, with regards to the, where is it? Is it already gone from my inventory? It looks like it has. Yeah, the timeline quest and the anti-void serum. Look, I was fully aware that it was expected to be the sentry part of the quest, and if you remember in my video I showed you that I'd already completed the timeline survival quest 100%, so I was just surprised that it stayed in an inventory, and I just thought, you know what, it'd be fun to theory craft what else it could be for, because I was expecting it to be consumed. I was expecting to, once that bottom sentry line unlocked, I was expecting us to have to like use it. It would cost, however many tokens, and it would say, you use the anti-void serum, sentry is back to normal, blah 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 blah. But we didn't get that. Instead we got like a boss fight with him where he turned into Dark Sentry, which is where I kind of got the idea, oh, that would be cool if we got him as a world boss. But obviously that didn't happen, so yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to like intentionally mislead anyone into thinking that it was going to be used for anything else or whatever, and I know a lot of you had a good laugh, and yeah, I hold my hands up to that one. But hey, it's always worth speculating on these things, because you never know when they might turn around and say, do you know what, yeah, we are going to add a new world boss, since a lot of you were asking for it. Now, the other elephant in the room, of course, is Cynic Alex's video from yesterday, where he talks about the new story fragments and how they've kind of killed it. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this new system where we just have one thing and we don't get to choose between the different things, between CTPs or P cards, Odin's Blessings, and unfortunately the shitty awakened ISO from the shield levels, means that we now have even less chance of getting anything good. See, it's just going to be the same old crap. Nobody wants the ISO. Okay, that's why when no one was playing the true shield. And Netmarble knows this, which is why they've just thrown it into they've just diluted the pool. So rather than going in here and being like, yeah, I'll craft all of these chests and hopefully get either, if I can't get a CTP, at least get like, a type 5 mega enhancement for type, or rank 6, if you're lucky. No. We don't get that now. We can't just come into all war and be like, yeah, I'll clear those 4 stages. I don't really care about the other stuff. I've got plenty of CEPs, but I want some Odin's Blessings. No, can't do that anymore. Oops. Well, this game is taking forever to load these days. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Stabilization has been really poor. Hopefully the maintenance comes tonight. Is probably going to be a rolling patch, but they need to fix the stabilization, because it has been really bad ever since the update. And of course, obviously the last one, the Future Ends Here, for the premium cards. Again, you can't just come in and do, which is a shame, because this was the best one for a lot of people, because you only had to do 3 stages, come in, boom boom boom, whack them out. So yeah, it's kind of dead. And yeah, I did make a cheeky dig at Alex for having a very similar thumbnail to mine in his video yesterday. Obviously it's just a meme template though, so you can't really take it seriously, but I just thought it was funny how we've both used that to describe Marvel Future Fight in the last month. It kind of shows that, all the hype for the 10-year anniversary aside, we're still kind of on that downward trajectory about things being kind of dead. So yeah, they really need to up their game. Anyway, in terms of stuff that's happening in-game, we finally have some breathing room for now. We do still have the 10-year Future Pass, we do still have the Crystal event, which is nice, but that's not what we're here for today. Let's transition over to the forums and we can get started on the actual patch notes. Here on the patch notes, we are gonna just ignore the... No, hold on. We're ignoring the main board. I've already collapsed that one. Let's go into the news. And update news. So you can see we've got a couple of different parts of the anniversary in terms of secret shop. I know that there's some other sales going on, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. But first things first, let's get into the actual patch notes and see what we're getting for Winter Soldier, Taskmaster and Ghost. So we're getting the tier 4 for Taskmaster. That's amazing. That's what we kind of expecting and hoping for. It means that we finally have a really strong, dedicated tier 4 support for humans, which is great. And I'm guessing if it's going to be superhero, then it means that we're going to have the option for both. You can just swap the uniforms. Ghost gets a tier 3, which is kind of a shame. We all know tier 3 doesn't really mean much anymore, and new uniforms for everyone, including Winter Soldier. I'm guessing he's going back to speed. Yeah, it's a rolling patch. And yeah, as we all guessed, so everyone who did buy the Revolution outfit, unless you were buying it as a completionist or you really like the look, it was a one-off and kind of a shame because it didn't really mean much. So yep, he's back to hero and he's back to speed types, and it looks like, although his leadership has improved, it was always a 30%, and now it's up to 45%. He's got the ignores dodge by 60%, which is quite nice, and then skill damage, bonus damage, super armor. Yeah. It's looking very much the same for our Winter Soldier. Damage accumulation, bleed, super armor, stun. Okay, so he does have a heal on his 4th skill, invincible. Only on his 4th skill though. So it looks like he's still going to be PvE based. Doesn't look like he's going to have anything for PvP. It's good leadership though, for speed males, considering that most speed males usually get something crap, like, you know, increases speed by 6%, or increases crit rate by 9%, something really awful. Marvel Future Fight team are absolutely awful at making leaderships for speed types. I don't know what it is, but with the exception of like about 3 or 4 characters, they're all absolutely awful. So at least that's something. Unfortunately, unless he does really high burst damage, I can't see him being used for much, to be honest. So we'll have to wait and see when we get him in game, but who knows, he might be a good speed male if they ever change around some of the ABX ABL days. But until that happens, I think he's just going to be a secondary kind of leadership character for those people who don't have Nick Fury. So let's move on to Taskmaster. Okay, so they become a superhero, but they remain combat. So they're staying female, okay, as opposed to going back to male. So it's pretty much in keeping with the movie. I'm not sure if we should be talking about the movie. Some people still may not have seen it. I'm just going to err on the side of caution and not ruin anything. So uniform effect increases basic damage to supervillains by 45% and damage to superheroes by 45%. That's pretty good. I think if we compare that to how they are at the moment with their current Black Widow uniform effect, it's a flat 40%, so it's only increased by 5%. But considering we only really need them to be at tier 4 because we're only going to be using them for a support, I think that's fine, just that additional 5%. It's what we've come to expect on Marvel Future Fight. That seems to be their playbook of the last 3 years. It's refresh, give them a quick lick of paint, and increase their stats by 5%. And that's about it. So their tier 2 passive is now to all Thunderbolts. Decreases chain hit damage when attacked. Increases guaranteed crit rate and ignore target's dodge. That's nice, that's new. So again, this leads further into the speculation that there could be a new Thunderbolts team-up collection at some point. And considering previously it was for all Weapon Master allies, the fact that it's changed to Thunderbolts, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because yeah, it really helps Sentry, but then it means that Taskmaster is a little less useful for characters who do have the Weapon Master tag. For example, you know, pairing up 2 combats like Logan and Taskmaster was really good before. So it's going to be interesting to see if he increases or loses any of his value, or her value, I should say, their value. Yeah, I guess it would be a case of just switching between uniforms depending on who you want to use them with. In terms of the other skills, I mean, applying to self, guaranteed dodge rate isn't too much of an issue. You're not going to be using them as a character, so I think having, like, you know, all the other skills that they do have is very much of a muchness. I mean, if it's one of those things where, like, you're using them as a tier 4 support and suddenly your main DPS in your leadership dies and you're having to rely on them to get the last 5 bars down, are they going to do it? Depending on the stage, probably not. You're probably still going to have to restart, depending on how difficult it is. You'd like to think that they could do something, but I just don't think that they've got enough in their kit. But again, remains to be seen. We'll have to wait until we get them into the game for testing. And then finally Ghost, who hasn't had a uniform for, oh god, what, 6 years? Has it been 6 years since Ant-Man and the Wasp? It feels like it's been forever. So yeah, this is pretty much as if they've never had anything at all. The uniform effect applies to Thunderbolt's allies, which is nice, and removes all debuffs. It wasn't something mega that I was hoping for, but it's fine. I'd have preferred that as their tier 2 passive, but as a uniform effect it's fine. And again, with them not being tier 4, it's questionable how much utility you're going to get out of it. It's supposed to be a PvP buff, so let's see what else they've got in their kit that's going to improve that. So Ghost Curse is their tier 2 passive that applies to self. Again, that's not really means anything. Invisible Ghost passive, when hit, chance to become immune to physical damage. It's not really going to help massively in PvP. Okay, decreases attacks, applies to all allies. Barrier, an increase of attacks by 50%. On the 4th, 1st, 2nd and 3rd skill, nothing. 5th skill, nothing. That's really disappointing. I had higher hopes for Ghost. We'll wait and see if they've got anything in their artifact. Hopefully that'll improve them. Okay, Taskmaster tier 4 applies to self. Increases chain hit. Well, that's just disappointing. No, applies to everyone. Okay, so that's just, yeah, it's nothing. Ghost's tier 3 skill. Paralysis, ignores target's dodge rate, so they get the Giga Dodge. It's fine. Artifacts, right, here we go. Ghosts applies to self. Okay, so Ghost is just nothing. They've just thrown Ghost out the window, which is a shame because they actually have quite a decent, you know, amount of time in the movie, as opposed to certain other characters maybe. And Taskmaster applies to self. Okay, so it's just, that was a waste of time. You might as well have just rolled that all out to begin with, because that is absolutely just not worth waiting for. This is crap. This is, you know, I'm sorry. I know we're still in the anniversary and we're supposed to be hyped, but this wasn't worth waiting for. This was not worth splitting the whole update into two for. You know, we get 3 characters. Bucky pretty much returns to how he was. Nothing really exciting there to write home about. Taskmaster gets their tier 4, so becomes the support that we wanted. Otherwise, there's nothing really exciting there to write home about. We've changed one passive from Weapon Master to Thunderbolts, so you could argue that they're technically worse than before. And Ghost isn't worth getting at all, unfortunately. There's nothing else in Ghost's kit apart from the debuff, which you can get from other characters, which is going to be better. So, you know, why go for Ghost to have that Thunderbolts all get debuffed when you could just rock the Sentry lead? It's beyond me. And Sentry and Elena aren't even that great anyway, so it's not like you could build a super meta PvP team with those 3. That's unfortunate. Sorry to have to, like, you know, moan about that, because I was really looking forward to something a lot better from this collection. And we do now have the final collection, Thunderbolts. They haven't changed it to the New Avengers, unlike the movie, which I think is, you know, a sign of desperation from Marvel to try and get more people to go and watch it, because people were like, who are the Thunderbolts? No one cares. And now they've changed it to, oh, the New Avengers. And I still think that the general public isn't going to go and watch it, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because the actual movie is pretty great. But there we go. So, yeah, if you complete this collection, you'll get 240 crystals. I mean, I don't know why you would. The reward is not worth it when you consider that it costs 875 to get Ghost's uniform. And let's be honest, out of all of these, are any of them really worth it? Sentries has been met with mixed reception. I think it's pretty much around even with his old one, his Dark Sentry one. Yelena's has been a disappointment, Red Guardian's has been a disappointment, and these 3 new ones are not going to look to be any better. So yeah. Other improvements: Team Battle Arena fixed the incorrect display of arena token rewards in the seasonal rewards for Silver and Gold League. They also need to fix the fact that when you go into your little button at the bottom of the main menu to see what you have completed, it shows up as being completed even when you have a full 10 left. So they need to fix that. Get on it, Netmarble, because a lot of people are going to miss out on entries to Team Battle Arena if you're not doing that. Okay, fix that. Fix your damn game. Timeline quest event fixed an issue in Auto Progress is not working. Well, that's great, but the event is over now, so hopefully you're going to be sharing out rewards to people who got screwed over on that. Fixed an occasional boss freeze and rank battle. Who cares? Yeah, really disappointing. And you can see that. You can see the reaction by the... yeah, I'm going to be disappointed at that too. It's really a letdown. Okay, let's see if the sales are any better, because we know we've got some 10-year anniversary part 2. So what have we got? Yeah, we've got 3 new uniforms, all of which are terrible, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new deals, because it's all about that money. So we've got the 10-year seasonal uniform pack. You get 1,000. That's exactly what it was. Okay, but what, you've just brought that back out? Okay, special hot deals. Monsters card pack. You get all of them. 5,000 crystals, 50 tokens, and a premium card chest. I mean, for the collection, still don't think it's really worth it. I mean, the crystals is nice, yeah. If it was 6,500 and a premium crafted card, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I need all of these, but technically none of them are really premium, so you can just pull them. So I'm not sure how much value you're going to get from that, to be honest. The Doctor Strange set, again, it's the same. I don't think these are really good value. And this one, you're getting 1,000 less crystals, so no, don't think so. Sorry, that's a rip-off. We all know these ones, the Thunderbolts chest. A chance to potentially get a 6-star Mega rank up or a Mega Tier 2 rank up. But we know you're going to be getting the 100 BAM, the 50 Chaos and Iron Stones. 7-step relay. So step 1, 550 crystals. Premium hero chest. 5-star to tier 2. For only $5. I mean, that's fine, I guess. But I wouldn't really be getting any of the further ones at all, because that's where you get into rip-off territory. Yeah, there's nothing really here on that one. Nope. And a reforged chest, considering it's only mighty. Yeah, it might only be 100 crystals, but when you're spending 100, 200, 250, 280, 290, you're spending $300. I want a guaranteed brilliant, not a chance at a brilliant. So yeah, that can get in the bin. So the anniversary hot deals, no, we're saying no to that. Okay, legendary heroes with endless evolution, blah blah blah. So what are we getting with this? We're getting... Okay, this looks more interesting. This looks more promising. So we have a bunch of daily missions to do, and then some premium missions. So it's kind of like a future pass. The normal rewards, we get another premium character selector. That's amazing. That's really, really good. Okay. And then scrolling down, Odin's Blessings chest, and a CTP. Okay, so just the normal rewards, which I think most of us will be getting, absolutely fine. Another free CTP and another premium character, which is nice. It means I can pick up Jubilee. Hey. The upgraded rewards, now let's see, how much is it going to cost for the upgraded rewards? So you get 400 crystals, you get a guaranteed... Oh, there's only one lot of tier 4 rewards. Okay, so just a guaranteed 100, a whole bunch of emblem data. Oh no, we've got another lot here. So guaranteed 200 Soul of the Foul Team. An awakened Odin's Blessings chest, that's nice. And a reforged CTP. So again, most likely for the majority of us, a mighty. Some people get lucky and get a brilliant. And how much is that pass? It doesn't say how much it is. Okay. So yeah, depending on what that's going to cost you, who knows? Who knows? If it's something like, you know, $10, then it's worth it. If it's $20, then the value decreases. But we shall have to wait and see. Okay, so event upgrades. So we're getting the upgrade support for a number of heroes. So unlimited heroes from tier 2 to tier 3. Who cares? We're swimming in those materials. It's great for new people, actually. I take that back, so who cares? So yeah, for newer players or returning players, it's useful for you. Unlimited up to tier 3, and then from tier 3 to tier 4 we get one character. So it's not a full refresh of the old system where you could have up to 7 characters, but it's fine. If you choose the wrong one, you will have the opportunity to change it. But once you have selected a hero, you cannot change it, and we do not provide help. That's the big thing here. Once you've selected a hero, you cannot change it. So if you accidentally choose this one, but you meant to choose the tier 4 one, you can change it. But once you've got a character locked in and you're upgrading them, that's it. No take backsies. So be very careful. It's only one or the other. So if you're a new player returning and you've got a bunch of characters, or you're a new player, you've got a bunch of characters, you want to get to tier 3, the fact that it's unlimited, 25% off. So if you're in your first like couple of months of the game, this one is probably going to be better for you, okay? Because whilst you're saving all the materials and building up your roster all up to tier 3s, that could be quite helpful. But I think most people are going to choose this one, getting a character up to tier 4 and saving 20% on those gear rolls. Due to the difference in growth methods, some heroes, including native tier 3 heroes, cannot be selected. Shocker. So it only works with native tier 1 characters. What a surprise. Okay, daily gold chest, up to 10 billion. That's nice, it's free. 7-day check-in. Potential transcendent character. Yeah, growth bonus mission. Nobody cares because all those characters are trash. Hero pursuit event. So we're back to the Spidey chasing Black Cat. And it's the same rewards as always. Ranked battles. Surprise gift. Timeline survival is back. Thunderbolt's event quest. So we get a tier 3 advancement ticket. We get a level 12 advanced potential ticket. That's fine. I think the more important thing is we're back to the normal rewards that everyone wants. So for those people who are wanting the premium card, the CTP chest, tier 2 mega ticket, those are all here. And for people who missed the timeline survival event quest and didn't pick up US Agent that way, you can get him free here. So that's good, I guess, question mark. Cosmic Core is coming back, surprise adamantium gift box. Yeah, I mean it is pretty nice free stuff there, so those bits are good. The secret shop is back, so the bingo is open again. What are we getting these times? So step 1, tier 4 materials, all the way up to step 5 where you get a brilliant CCP. So depending on how much you've already spent, this may be a no-go, to be honest, unless you're planning on going all the way to get a brilliant. This one is pretty much just for the whales, let's be honest, or if you're really, really desperate to get someone up to tier 4. Okay, so that's the secret shop. We have deals you can't miss. What are these deals that we cannot miss? 10 gold for a tier 2 character, which is only going to be the free-to-play ones. But you know what? That's nice. It's essentially a freebie, so that's okay. 1,000 crystals, and then a bonus 1,000 crystals, and 10 tokens for a tenner. That's really good. If you didn't pick up the crystals earlier, 2,200 crystals for $10. Nice. Step 3, Mega Tier 2, and another 1,000 crystals. Again, depending on if you need a Mega Tier 2 ticket, your value may vary, but that's still really nice. Tier 3 Mega ticket, and again, it's only $10. So again, you're spending what, 10, 20, 30 bucks, and you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4,000 crystals, a tier 2 and a tier 3 mega ticket. A second potential, I mean, that is, you know, what it is. It's nothing amazing. The selector is nice though, especially when it has the new ones for flame damage, chill damage, etc. So that's not too bad actually. I could say I'll probably pick up the first one. I'll probably pick up I mean, obviously the first one, the minigod, but I'll probably pick up this crystal one for 2,200 crystals for $10. That's not too bad. 10-year emblem pack. I mean, yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, that's great. Not for me. Awakened ISO, no, get in the bin. Okay, so that's that one. What else do we have? We got the secret shop, deals you can't miss. Crystal bonus. So again, if you're buying crystals, you're getting a bunch extra. It's not worth getting just crystals unless you're buying the big crystal packs. The smaller ones, like I say, you want to be better off getting the deals where you actually get some items as well. That previous relay that I just mentioned obviously gives you more crystals, and you're also getting items with it as well, so ignore that. And that looks like it. Deals you can't miss too. So there's a 10-year selector CTP for $10. Only 500 crystals. That's a bit stingy. You could have made that easily 1,000. Artifact selector. You get a tier 3-star and a 4-star, and 1,000 crystals. I don't really think that it's worth it. Like, if you're paying money, it should be like a 5-star selector. Get rid of this. You don't want a 3-star and a 4-star. Who cares about 3 stars? No one. Get those both in the bin. Change that to, in fact, get rid of the bottom 3 as well. No one cares about the tokens or the celestial essence. Make it 1,500 crystals and a 5-star selector, and make that $15 or even $20, and a lot of people would buy that for a 5-star selector. A lot of people would buy that. Rune of the Return, nobody cares. Okay, so that's it. There's a lot to get through. I think overall there's some good events, some awful deals, a couple of good deals, and once again, for the second part of the update, we're saying that the actual update part of the update is the worst part. So yeah, Netmarble really needs to get on this, because once the hype of the anniversary has died down and we get to next month, if we don't get a really banger update, X-Men 97 or something along those lines, yeah, it's just going to go back to no one spending any money in game until Black Friday. If that's what they're happy for people to only spend money twice a year and us to just trudge along with nothing in between, good for them. But yeah, I don't think that's the best way to do. Anyway, that's everything for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below as always, and until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
We await your return, warrior.